Scott Bywater here, and I want to talk about using fear in our marketing and why sometimes it makes sense to scare the heck out of our prospective clients. Now, some people might go, we shouldn't use fear, we should use love. And yes, I'm a much bigger believer in using love in many cases. But let me explain where this really triggered me. Was in a movie by Coach Carter, or a movie called Coach Carter. And in that movie, there's a particular scene where he literally scares the heck out. This Coach Carter is a basketball coach, and it's in a very low socioeconomic area in the States, where statistically a lot of people, or a lot of young kids, they end up going to prison, or they end up on drugs, or in a lot of trouble. Now, what Coach Carter wants to do is he wants to move these particular students to get an education and not just do basketball. So he sets it up where if you don't get your education, you can't play basketball. And there's literally riots at the school. The parents are unhappy. The teaching body's unhappy with him, even though he's winning all these tournaments. So there's a scene where he actually used statistics to drive fear, and he says something like, there's a 76% chance that if you do not get an education, you're going to end up on drugs. There's a 67% chance that you're going to end up in prison. And they're not the exact statistics, but he uses very specific statistics to scare the heck out of these students. Now, my argument is that we should be using it. It's all about intent. If our intention is for the greatest good of our clients, then we owe it to them, when necessary, to actually use statistics and use data to instill fear so they make the right decision. So, for example, let's say you're working with small business owners, and there's a very high failure rate in small business owners, and maybe in a particular industry, but they're on the fence about investing in your services, which in your heart will help them grow their business and help them ensure their security. Then you owe it to them to really inform them of the statistics so they can make an informed decision. And if it takes fear in order to do that, it's like, I would have no issue instilling fear in my child about making a wrong decision if that's going to help them be a happier individual. So I think the big takeaway is it's all about intent. As long as we're coming from the right intent, then instilling fear into our prospects is okay, because the way to think about it is, would we do it? Would we do it to with our wife? Would we do it with our kids? Would we do it with our loved ones? If that's the case, then it's okay with marketing too. I mean, David Ogilvy has this quote around. I forget the exact wording, but it's around, if you wouldn't sell it to your wife, don't try and sell it to mine. And I think that's exactly the same case with all advertising and all marketing, is to take that approach, and it's all about intent. Thanks for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this video, then hit the like button and leave a comment. And head across to scottbywater.com, where I share regular tips and strategies on how to maximise the return on investment from your marketing budget. I look forward to seeing you over there.